My professor doesn't believe in laser pointers, so he uses a fishing pole with a foam finger attached, and I can't contain myself during lecture. What the fuck? Citing Wikipedia as my source. Citing Wikipedia's sources as my source. Math test. Bob has 36 candy bars. He eats 29. What does he have now? Diabetes. Bob has diabetes. Please do not move coffee machine. It will change settings. Engineers. Please do not observe coffee machine. It will change quantum states. Physicists. We are alone in the universe. We are not alone in the universe. Algae, which produce 60% of oxygen. Trees, getting all the credit. Science. Engineering. Ancient Roman engineer. What the fuck is calculus? Anyway, gonna build a 70-mile long aqueduct. Modern engineer. AutoCAD crashed again. The teacher explaining the class subject. Explaining the homework. Talking about his divorce 10 years ago. How to pray before physics exam. Two scientists walk into a bar. I will have an H2O. I will have an H2O too. The bartender gives them both water because he is able to distinguish the boundary tones that dictate the grammatical function of homonyms in coda position as well as pragmatic context. Soda. Carbonated water. Dilute carbonic acid. Physics teacher. You have a lot of potential. You should use it. Me realizing we are standing at the top of a building. Astronomers in the past naming planets after gods. Astronomers now. Engineers according to most other majors. Engineers according to math and physics majors. Other fields of science. Here is what we found out so far. Can't be sure if it's 100% correct though. Psychology. Here are 20 theories that might all be true. Pick one. Really bad joke of the week. Two chemists walk into a bar. Chemist 1. I will have H2O please. Chemist 2. I will have water also. Chemist 1 walks away frustrated as his assassination attempt failed. Twinkle twinkle little star. Star whose radius is 107,280 kilometers. 1 gram. 15 grams. Why don't they make bulletproof vests out of diamond if it is the hardest metal, because it's too heavy? 1 gram of diamond weighs something like 15 grams. Artist skips biology. Client. Can you make my arm a skeleton? Artist. Say no more. Aliens watching women from Earth winning Miss Universe for 71 times in a row. If you're right-brained, you'll see a dog. If you're left-brained, you'll see a giraffe. Everyone at Schrodinger's funeral looking at his coffin. Officer, I'm telling you, speed is relative. Pavlov. The dogs salivate when I ring a bell. Me. Weird. Why? Pavlov. They connect two unrelated events due to repeated conditioning. Me. Ha ha, stupid animals. Pavlov. The experiment took 69 days. Me. Nice. Rich guy. Money doesn't matter. Beautiful lady. Beauty doesn't matter. Physicists. Friction. Air resistance. Shape of mass. Mass of rope. Mass of pulley doesn't matter. Real mathematicians. I have 5 live cows and then I multiply them by 0. How then do you come and tell me that I end up with 0? Where did the 5 go? When you accidentally drink acid, but immediately also drink alkali to neutralize it. Chemist. Someone doesn't know the difference between weight and mass. You think so? Explain why I'm wrong then, or you risk a ban. Mass is the amount of matter or substance that makes up an object. It is measured in units called kilograms, which can be abbreviated kg, weight. The amount or quantity of heaviness or mass. I'm far from being wrong here. Your turn. The Earth is flat. The Earth is round. The whole universe is flat. Do you agree? Earth with you. Earth without you. Carnivores. I only eat meat. Herbivores. I only eat plants. Omnivores. Food is food. Jupiter. High on caffeine. Sleep deprived. And doing its best to take care of 79 moons. Temperature. Drops below 0. Celsius users. Fahrenheit users. Kelvin users. Me handling diluted chemicals in 8th grade chemistry. Astronauts visiting unknown planets for first time in alien movies. Scientist. My invention can create matter in all 3 forms. Gas, liquid, and solid. My asshole. You know, I'm something of a scientist myself. Saying oops as a teacher. Saying oops as a surgeon. Saying oops as a nuclear physicist. My concerned friend. Food won't fill that void in your heart. Me, a person of science. When you say something sciencey, expectations, reality. If you ever feel forgotten, just remember that Uranus has 5 major moons: chemistry, physics, biology, psychology. If you break the laws of man, you go to prison. If you break the laws of God, you go to hell. If you break the laws of physics, you go to Sweden and get a Nobel Prize. I'm so smart. I'm so smart. I can't even hope to begin to comprehend the wonders of the universe within my lifetime. In a world full of Kardashians, be a Curie. In a world full of Edisons, be a Tesla. What if we used 100% of our brains? Create a Netflix account on the 29th of January so you can get the free month trial, which ends on the 29th of February. But the thing is, the 29th of February only comes once in 4 years, so boom, you have 4 years Netflix subscription. Bae, I am pregnant. NASA has lost connection with Voyager 2 by accidentally sending wrong command. Aliens coming to enslave them and steal Earth's resources with the help of that message. Humans sending location of Earth and information about humanity with the hope of establishing communication with intelligent extraterrestrial life. Publishing numerous studies on the benefits of genetic diversity. Having 10 children with your cousin. Charles Darwin. Oxygen. I help sustain life. Uranium. I help produce clean energy. Copper. I am a very good conductor. Gold. I am so shiny. Petition to require every scientist to pronounce molecules and particles as if they are heroes of Greek mythology. My GF. People talking about horoscope and stuff. Me, an astronomer. Looks like someone found love while writing a book. Chemistry matters. Chemistry matters. Theoretical physicist Max Planck. Before discovering quantum physics. After discovering quantum physics. If you break the laws of man, you go to prison. If you break the laws of God, you go to hell. If you break the laws of physics, you go to Sweden and get a Nobel Prize. Find a new bug. Biologists. Programmers. Dear scientists, if music is real, why do they call it music theory instead of music fact? Parents. No, this won't affect our kid. Meanwhile, kid. Toby. Age 3. Alcoholic, depressed, and suicidal. Nutrients. Cancer cells. Normal cells. Math is a natural phenomenon. Math is a human invention. Philosophers and scientists since the dawn of humanity. Mendeleev. Invents periodic table so people won't have to memorize the elements' properties. Chemistry teachers. Makes the students memorize the table. Mendeleev. Evolution is a lot like language. You do not see the small changes at first, but over time, the changes add up until 2 people are speaking different languages. Well, actually, I believe in the Tower of Babel. A year should have 13 months. What? If we had 13 months instead of 12, every month would be exactly 28 days. The first would always be a Monday, and the 28th would always be a Sunday. Every month would have exactly 4 weeks instead of 4.257, and we would properly align ourselves with the cycle of the moon. When the professor says you can only use one side of a piece of paper as a formula sheet, Mobius sheet. Me handling diluted chemicals in 8th grade chemistry. Astronauts visiting unknown planets for the first time in alien movies. Took me a minute to realize how funny this is. Me returning to my proton after 10 to the power of 35 years to see it is still a freaking proton. When you accidentally drink acid, but immediately also drink alkali to neutralize it. Chemist. When you time travel to see cool dinosaurs, but forgot to account for the Earth and Sun moving through space. Come on, it is not rocket science. Come on, it is not music theory. NASA announces that a supermassive asteroid is about to hit Earth. Society. NASA saying that the Earth is heating up at a record rate. Society. Literally every other terrifying NASA announcement. Society. NASA saying that a sun fart might turn off the Wi-Fi. Society. Her. He is probably thinking about other girls. Him. How does Ant-Man breathe once he gets smaller than an air molecule? Sharks are older than the rings of Saturn. The coldest temperature ever recorded in the universe happened on Earth. If acacia trees are being overgrazed, they can go on the offensive. My immune system. Raises body temperature to fight infection. Me. Takes medicine to lower body temperature. My immune system. Dad, why am I named Rose? When you were young, a rose fell on your head. Dad, why am I named Daisy? When you were young, a daisy fell on your head. NASA staged the moon landing. Oh hey Brick. According to the law of infinite probability, one day this should occur. 4 kilobyte of RAM in 1969. We put people on the moon. 8 gigabyte of RAM now. Chrome tab scary. My friend got a degree in Egyptology but cannot get a job, so he is paying more money to get a PhD, so he can work teaching other people Egyptology. In his case, college is literally a pyramid scheme. Normal people with a time machine. I am your granddaughter. Really. Legends with a time machine. Nice party, Mr. Hawking. Peer review. I did my own research. My physics teacher explaining if the sun vanishes, we will not know it for 8 minutes. Me who said it will be more than that if it happens at night. Students. I will never use Pythagoras' theorem in real life. Also students walking home. Guy who said the joke. Guy who said the same joke but louder. Humans. Can we meet the aliens yet? The Galactic Federation? Not unless everyone gets real cool about a bunch of stuff really quickly. College in a tweet. I sit in class for attendance, then I go home and teach myself. When someone insults you by saying that you have IQ of room temperature. Laughs in Kelvin. Physics. Astrophysics. Astronomy. Astrology. Guy who said the joke. Guy who said the same joke, but louder. Before we work on artificial intelligence, why don't we do something about natural stupidity? Einstein didn't fail math class. People only made that up to feel better about themselves. I have to go make a call. Sir, have you mixed anything with water? Student. No, sir. Sir, have you mixed anything with water? Student. Nah, sir. Mars. Come over. NASA. Can't. Severely underfunded. Mars. I'm wet. NASA. When your equation with 15 terms starts canceling and combining. Oh yeah. It's all coming together. You should stop drinking water and start drinking alcohol when solving chemistry problems, because water decreases concentration and alcohol is a solution. Imagine you discovered the ability to time travel. You go 30 years into the future expecting to meet your future self, only to discover that you've been missing for 30 years. 63 Earths can fit inside Uranus. One day, I will be mature enough to read this without laughing. When you're in biology and read hemoglobin instead of hemoglobin, you're given a complicated math problem. Things start to cancel out. Your answer is a whole number. Your answer is one of the options. Yes, I found cure to cancer. Go through the door. I forgot what I was thinking. Doctors will be like, go and buy this. And the pharmacist will give it to you. You have to count from 1 to 10, including real numbers. Welcome to organic chemistry, where questions like, where do you keep your chloroform, are no longer suspicious. Big Pharma's first Adderall meeting, meth, but for children. When in a sci-fi movie they say, it is an element not on the periodic table. That is not how this works. That is not how any of this works. The temperature outside is 80 degrees. Kelvin, Fahrenheit, Celsius, physics major. I think I forgot something. Engineering major. If you forgot, then it was not important. Physics major. Yeah, you are right. Air resistance. What flat earthers see on a clear day. The strongest force on Earth is whatever holds 5-liter buckets together. If the other planet's moons has its own name. What is the name of our moon? Having low metabolic rates then? Haha, I can live long with little food. Having low metabolic rates now. Help, I am too fat. Newton. Objects at rest stay at rest. Nothing he ever saw was at rest.